Hello, this is the infamous Guy. Welcome. This subject is about the Yahudi. Warning: the contents of this channel you are about to listen to reveals a crucial secret of your life. You should listen to it attentively, for it concerns a subject that is liable to make fundamental changes in your outlook on the material world. Bismillah, let's get started. As Salam Alaikum. The Yahud are the Jewish secret society. They are the Kabbalist Jews, or the Jewish Illuminati. The Yahud believe that they have to combine good and evil, yin and yang, positive and negative, truth with lies. They believe God and Satan are equal. In ancient Iran, Zoroastrians believe that there is a good God and an evil God. They believe that they support the good God against the evil God. So the good God can defeat the evil God. It's like saying Ahura Mazda defeating Ahriman. A sect of Zoroastrian believed that the real God is Zervan, which means time. A neutral God, neither good nor evil. Zoroastrian belief: they must side with the good God against the evil God. The Yahud believe in a similar thing, except they believe they have to unite with good God and evil God. The Yahud believe they must frustrate the plans of good God. Muslim communities in the West, either liberals and extremist ones, not in a political sense, don't want to fight against Israel or nothing. They will never touch Israel. They're extremist in a social sense, and that's also part of the Yahudi agenda, to make you become either socially extremist or liberal perverts. The Yahud support social extremism. They support those type of families. They are okay with the Saudis. They pretend to be against Iran. They will never attack Iran but support that type of extremism. Social extremism is actually Judaism. It's not Islamic extremism, it's actually Judaism. That's what Judaism teaches. That's the Yahudi religion. They will divide you with these two groups. They try to make everyone sin. They try to prevent people from marrying the true love, their twin flame, their soulmate, the person that's in your heart, your fitra. The reason why they don't want you to marry that person is because they don't want you to have an innocent marriage and a beautiful, perfect life. They want everyone to have a corrupt life, so that in the end God would be forced to send everyone to heaven, including Satan. And that's actually was Satan plans. At the end of the day, these Yahudi are following Satan. The Satanist Yahud are following Satan. Agenda: twin flame, fire. The reason why they combine the sayings of the real Jesus with the fake Jesus, and now they call it the Synoptic Gospels, which means the one-eyed Gospel's eye. And they combined the sayings of the real Jesus with the fake Jesus. That's why they did it. It's their ideology. Satan and God must unite together. The same thing they did with Islam when the Abbasids came to power. They tried to do it before using the Khawarij and the Shia. The Abbasid kingdom, they combined the true hadith with the fake hadiths. Remember al-Hallaj, the notorious Sufi, declared himself Allah. His son has a book called Sahih Muslim, Hadith Sahih Muslim ibn al-Hallaj. It should be called Sahih Kafir. Some people are just total Satanist. They just want to completely distort Islam like the Khawarij. The actual Khawarij, they wanted to completely distort Islam, the Rafida Shias. When the Abbasid came to power, they tried to mix Sunni and Shia together. That's why we don't have the original Sunni books anymore. The Abbasids destroyed the original Sunni books, such as the Book of Saif ibn Umar, which was a proper real Sunni book. The Hadith books that we have today are a mixture of Sunni and Shia beliefs. Many people don't know this. That's why Shia can quote so many things from Sunni books to prove their point, because it's a mixture of Shia and Sunni. The good thing about the Yahudi compared to Satanist, at least we can get some truth out of their books. Even in Sahih Hadith, authentic ones, contradicts the Quran. Imam Tabari narrates from Saif ibn Umar was a real Sunni Muslim. His books were censored by the Abbasid. Saif ibn Umar lived right before the Abbasid kingdom came to power. Saif ibn Umar wrote a large history book, and Imam Tabari used to narrate Saif ibn Umar hadith books. There is no hadith like this one: crossed swords, index pointing up. Imam Tabari narrated from Saif ibn Umar that There was a false prophet living in Yemen at the same time as the Prophet Muhammad. The false prophet from Yemen, Ras al-Aswad, died a day before Prophet Muhammad pbuh. Ras al-Aswad, the fake prophet from Yemen, and Prophet Muhammad pbuh died at the same time. Satan imitates the fitra. There was a fake prophet and the real prophet. The fake prophet was copying the real prophet. Fake Jesus is Dajjal, a lie. The Shayateen, they wanted to replace the real Jesus with fake Jesus. The Yahud wanted to combine the fake Jesus with the real Jesus. The Catholic priest wear a Jewish hat because they are Yahudi. The Catholic Church is controlled by the Yahudi. The only person who narrates that there was a false prophet same time as Prophet Muhammad called Ras al-Aswad was Saif ibn Umar. His books were censored. No hadith books or scholars mentioned Ras al-Aswad except Saif ibn Umar and Imam Tabari. Saif ibn Umar books was older than history books and hadith books that we have today. Saif ibn Umar book was original history of Islam. Why did the Abbasids censor the Saif ibn Umar books? Ask yourself that question. A lot of the hadith we have in our books today are actually not the sayings of Prophet Muhammad pbuh, they are the narrations of Ras al-Aswad. Where did the first Shia appear from? Yemen. Where did Abdullah ibn Saba and his followers come from? Yemen. Ibn Saba was pretending to the Muslim, but he actually was secretly following Ras al-Aswad, the false prophet. Ibn Saba was a follower of Ras al-Aswad. Ibn Saba the Yahud was a Satanist. Ibn Saba came from Yemen. He combined together the religion of Aswad with Muhammad. Ali noticed the plans of Ibn Saba. Ali expelled Ibn Saba to Iraq. When Ibn Saba, the so-called Shia of Ali, got exposed by Ali, Ibn Saba created the Qawari sect, the total opposite. The Shia have done same thing today in Syria, the Nusra Front. That's what Ibn Saba did, created a fake opposition to Shiism known as the Khawarij. According to Saif ibn Umar, this false prophet Ras al-Aswad, who lived in Yemen, he was soothsayer. If you see a dodgy prophecy in a hadith or Islamic book, that's not accurate. It could be from this guy Ras al-Aswad. Soothsayer prophecies are not accurate. The Shia say fate can be altered. They don't believe in divine decree of Allah. Shia don't believe in fate, just like the Illuminati. The Shia say fate doesn't exist. The Sufis say fate simply means that you can't do things that are impossible. Shia meaning of fate: you can't fly without wings. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said the followers of the Dajjal do not believe in fate, and refers to them as Shi'at or Dajjal. In Sunan ibn Majah it says, they are those who deny fate. I know that the Yahud will follow the Dajjal. The Yahud of Iran, Khorasan will all follow Dajjal. Look out for these moon-worshipping fake Muslims. Moon-worshipping Jewish-looking Islam with Jewish rituals, such as Ashura, Baal rituals, Taqlid, Jewish hats, circumcision. The white hat that Muslims wear today is actually a Jewish hat. You'll see your favorite YouTube scholar either dressed like a Jew or dressed like a Saudi Jew, pretending to be a Muslim. Real Islam is censored Islamic terminology with kafir beliefs. Look out for these lot 2 pagans who wear the exact same clothes as Prophet Muhammad and his companions and don't look Jewish at all. Islamic appearance with kafir beliefs. A Shia movie made by Iran depict the bad guys with turban wrapped around a galanshua. A galanshua is the pointy hat Prophet Muhammad used to wear. The Yahud are trying to transform Islam into Judaism. Even the appearance, our hats, our clothes, is all Yahudi. Don't be deceived by Yahudi Shia, Yahudi Barelvi Sufis and Yahudi Saudi. There is no difference between the chest-beating Shia. The Salafi and Shia are both worshipping Osiris. Notice that both Saudis and the Shia are connected to Osiris. In Islam, the obelisk is the symbol of Satan. We used to stone it during Hajj. The Saudi have now changed the Hajj ritual to prevent Muslims from stoning the god, Osiris. Let's rebuild the obelisk once again so Muslims can stone that evil obelisk symbol during Hajj. In ancient Egypt, the obelisk was the symbol of the penis of Osiris, and the symbol of Baal in Babylon, loudly crying as Salam Aleikum.